Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2007 was released on March 20th, 2007. By now you should be very familiar with Konami's odd distribution methods and the power of video game promo cards, and World Championship 2007 was no exception. Destiny Hero Disc Commander would immediately impact the competitive metagame, ushering in a new era of Destiny Hero focused decks since a Pot of Greed payoff was too powerful to pass up. In this series, both MBT and myself will be traversing the sands of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Each episode will take a deep dive into Yu-Gi-Oh's past formats and unlock new strategies as new sets become available. Strap yourselves in because anything is possible. Welcome to the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, I am so excited for this one. I've got goosebumps. It's actually crazy to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! At a time when there's proper online documentation. We were sort of flying blind before 2007, but from here on out, we've got historical perspectives. So let me set the stage for you. It's March of 2007, and the metagame is unsolved. It's not clear what's actually good because the cards are strong, and what's good because good players are playing the deck. Probably Monarch is playable in some capacity. Mobius remains a really strong card. DDT is clearly good, even though Elemental Hero Stratos has been limited, and the gadgets, Giant Rat, and Hydrogeddon form the bones of something resembling a playable deck. It just doesn't really have a cohesive shell just yet. Then something happens in March of 2007 that changes everything. Firstly, Dan Bilbrey sneaks into the top 8 of SJC Columbus with a deck called Demise OTK, a variant of which you see in front of you. More on that in a sec. But more importantly, Konami releases World Championships 2007 for the Nintendo DS, a game that includes among its promos Destiny Hero Disc Commander. Disc Commander is clearly broken from the get. It reads draw 2 cards on it. What more could you want? It ends up forming the backbone of a strategy called Perfect Circle, an advantage engine that is so absolutely complete you could draw up to 10 cards with a single Destiny Hero Disc Commander over the course of a turn. At the time, people had not yet figured out all of Perfect Circle, so the iteration that existed in March and April of 2007 is called Disc Monarch. Summon your Disc Commander back, draw a couple of cards, tribute them off for a Mobius. Seems good. So SJC Anaheim happens in April of 2007, and Jerome McHale writes, hilariously, "If I were playtesting for SJC Anaheim, I would be concerned. There's just not enough information about what's good and what's not. And the results are staggering. 4 of the top 8 slots are taken up by the exact deck you see in front of you, Demise OTK, and of the remainder, most of them are Disc Monarch. So we're going to aim to show you what a match between those two decks might have looked like at that tournament. This is Michael Sungloke's April 2007 Demise OTK list. This won SJC Anaheim, and boy is it something. It aims to activate the effect of Demise King of Armageddon, a ritual monster, to pay 2,000 life points and destroy everything else on the field. In order to summon Demise, you're using Advanced Ritual Art. This card was used to ritual summon any ritual monster, one of the first generic ritual summonable cards, by sending normal monsters from your deck to the graveyard. The normal monster you'll send is 2 copies of Insect Knight, which you can then banish for Doom Dozer. That's seriously what the deck aims to do. It's hilarious. Now, there had been different iterations of this deck before and after. Some people attempted to bring back monsters with Swing of Memories. Some people attempted to play Shinato, King of a Higher Plane, which in fact got, I think, 3rd or 4th at this tournament, but far and away this was the most successful of any of the builds. It's kind of shocking. While Advanced Ritual Art is limited later, the deck falls off of its own accord. People just figure out that it's not that strong. It's gimmicky, it's one note, and for one beautiful month in 2007, it was the best deck. So I aim to use this to get this stupid shirt off my back and wipe that smile off Simo's face. And if I don't, Gage can just do it on progression. So we're playing 3 copies of Doomdozer, 3 copies of Manju of the 10,000 Hands, a Sangan, 3 Senju of the 1,000 Hands. It's important to realize at the time these cards like Senju and Sonic Bird that added pieces of ritual material to your hand were crazy strong. There just weren't any good rituals to go alongside them. We've got 3 Insect Knight, a Metal Armored Bug, 2 Neo Bug, 3 Demise King of Armageddon, 3 Advanced Ritual Art, 1 Contract with the Abyss. This is another generic ritual summon card, but it only lets you summon dark ritual monsters, and they have to exactly equal the level of the ritual monster you have to ritual summon. No sending from deck here. We've got a Trunade, we've got a Heavy Storm, we've got 2 Megamorph. This one's a little interesting. You use Megamorph after you've activated the effect of Demise, so you have less life points than your opponent. Metamorphosis is in this deck as well at 2. If you drew Metamorphosis your copy of Demise into a Cyber Twin Dragon. Same theory as Cyberstein, you're OTKing with that. We've got a Premature Burial, a Swords of Revealing Light, a Gravity Bind, just stuff to slow the game down until you can find your combo. Double Jar of Greed, Magic Cylinder, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction, Threatening Roar, and Torrential Tribute. In the side, we've got 2 Mobius. If you can't beat them, join them. 3 copies of Nimble, Momga. Zork's in here. I don't know what Michael was thinking, but I am not going to be siding this card. We've got Pot of Avarice, Twister, Curseal of the Forbidden Spell, 3 Pulling the Rug, a side deck for Monarch, of course, Reckless Greed, and 2 Royal Decree. The extra was only 10 cards long. I guess they just didn't want to fill it out. But Chimera Takeover Dragon, Cyber End, 2 copies of Cyber Twin, Balter, Blade, Fiend Skull Dragon, Ojama King, Reaper, and Ryu Senshi is realistically all you were going to go into anyway. So, super happy to wrap this deck, and I'm excited to show you.
Just when you thought video game promo cards couldn't get any stronger, enter Destiny Hero Disc Commander. This card is fucking crazy. This is Pot of Greed on a monster that every time it's resurrected from the graveyard, you get to draw 2 cards. Now, you might be a bit confused because you see here it says, cannot be special summoned from the graveyard the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, and you can only use its effect once per duel. Well, guess what? This card actually was errated a long time ago, and the original text says, when this card special summoned from the graveyard, draw 2 cards. One of the simplest lines of text ever, and as you know, the simpler a card effect is, typically that means it is very powerful, and Disc Commander is no exception to that rule. This card essentially defined the Destiny Hero archetype, and if there wasn't already incentive enough to play this in Diamond Do Turbo with Malicious and Destiny Draw, it just got real when Disc Commander entered the fray. Now, Joseph and I decided to forego the wheel for this week because there's a lot of different decks that we've already seen a lot of over the course of the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! You've seen Monarch, you've seen Diamond Do Turbo or Airblade Turbo, you've seen Bazoo Return, you've seen the Machine Good Stuff decks, and so Joseph and I, for this episode, wanted to highlight some of the decks that you haven't had a chance to see yet before we go into Force of the Breaker, because Force of the Breaker is going to change things up very significantly, and we don't want to miss out on a crucial piece of Yu-Gi-Oh's history. So today we are going to be piloting, I would say this is Disc Monarch, but there's only like a single Monarch being played in this deck. So I think the colloquial name for this was Destiny Hero Beatdown, something to that effect. I guess we're playing more Monarchs in the side deck here, but this deck's crazy. So let's go ahead and do the card by card and explain what we've got here. So first of all, 3 Card Trooper. This is one of the heart and souls of the deck because we almost want every single card in our deck to be in the graveyard, especially Disc Commander, because then we can start bringing it back with Call of the Haunted, Premature Burial, and just all the other ways to start just abusing all the other good, powerful cards we have in our deck. And Card Trooper's 1900. It draws us a card when it's destroyed. It's just all upside. 3 Cyber Dragon, just one of the strongest beaters in the format. 1 Dark Magician of Chaos. Because we're doing so much milling and we have so many ways to get cards into the graveyard, having this get hit off of a Card Trooper is actually not bad, because then if we preem it back or Call the Haunted it back, we then get to Magician of Faith any of our powerful spells back to our hand, and the card is just crazy. 1 Destiny Hero Dasher. We got to see this before. If you don't remember, when it's in the graveyard, once per duel during your draw phase, you can reveal a monster that you drew, and you get to special summon it to the field for free. So if you draw D-Mock, you can just special it, trigger it, get a spell back. This card is crazy. It was only played as a one-of because it was good enough as a one-of, but getting that extra special summon is just huge. It's also like an okay body if you absolutely have to use it for that, but it was typically never the case. Also, being level 6 matters for Metamorphosis because you can go into Ryu Senshi with it, so that did come up at times. Disc Commander, I would say, is probably the heart and soul of the entire deck, though. You can pitch it off of Destiny draw more cards, Premature Burial, Disc Commander back, draw more cards. This deck draws so many cards, not as much as Diamond Do Turbo, but for a non-turbo deck, you're going to see us doing a lot of drawing in this episode. 1 copy of Destiny Hero Fearmonger. This is probably the weakest card in the whole deck, but because we are specifically playing Disc Commander, Fearmonger is worth playing. During the standby phase, if it's in the graveyard because it's destroyed by battle and sent there during your last standby phase, target a Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard except Fearmonger and special summon it. So if this dies by battle, we just get to get Disc Commander back and draw 2 more cards. We can sack for Jinzo, we can sack for Zaborg. We just basically win from there. It's just crazy. 3 Mali just to give us fuel for our Monarchs as well as just fuel for Destiny draw. I mean, we already know how good Malicious is. 1 copy of Stratos, newly limited, but still just as powerful. 1 Jinzo to shut down traps, 1 Sangan to search most of the good cards in our deck. 2 copies of Snipe Hunter. Snipe Hunter is good because we get a lot of cards from Destiny draw from Disc Commander, and this provides us a great outlet to not only get cards into the graveyard that we want there, such as Disc Commander, such as Dasher, such as Mali, but we're popping cards in the process while doing so, and so Snipe Hunter was a very crucial piece of this deck. We also are playing the 1 Zaborg. It's a nice card just to be able to tribute over a Mali, a Disc Commander, whatever, and just pop something that Joseph may have. For the spells, 2 Brain Control. This is good to tribute over some of our monsters. We can actually hard summon D-Mock pretty easily in this deck, but steal some of Joseph's good threats as well. 3 copies of Destiny draw to cycle through the deck. Giant Trunade to clear the way for an OTK as well as Heavy Storm. Limiter removals in here. A lot of the good cards in our decks are machines. We have Card Trooper, we have Cyber Dragon. You can also Metamorphosis Dark Magician of Chaos into a Cyber Twin and technically limiter removal it. So that's an interaction as well. That's very funny. 2 copies of Metamorphosis. We have plenty of good targets for this. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon, Pot of Avarice, Premature Burial, Reinforcement of the Army, Scapegoat, Smashing Ground, and Snatch Steel. And then for the traps, there's only 4 of them. Call the Haunted, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction, and Torrential Tribute. For the extra deck, we basically just have a bunch of good Metamorphosis targets. What's interesting is that this was actually a top 4 Shonen Jump list, but no Ryu Senshi in here, which I find a little bit fascinating. I think that's probably one of the best level 6s you could play, but it wasn't in this list. That's where I got this from, so I'm just playing it as is. And then the side deck, 2 copies of Dekoichi. If the game goes a little bit slower, it's also a machine for limiter removal, so that's pretty funny. We do have some more Monarchs in the form of Mobius and Zaborg, so that way we can go a little bit heavier on either back removal or monster destruction if we have to. Confiscation, Nobleman, Smashing Ground, 2 Pulling the Rug if Joseph were to be on a Monarch deck, but he is only going to be playing Demise OTK. However, I believe this actually would work on a Manju or Senju, so that's pretty funny, so maybe we'll side this in. 2 Royal Decree, a Threatening Roar so we don't die. I actually think we will side deck this in because we're going against Demise, and 2 copies of Trap Dust Shoot rounding out the side deck. This is one of my favorite decks ever. This deck is a ton of fun to play, and I can't wait to see how this performs. It's going to be tough because Joseph's on Demise OTK, and that deck is incredibly explosive and was absolutely everywhere during this time. But let's not make you wait any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Joseph, this is pretty funny because I feel like maybe I am one of the very few people who actually knows what this card art is on your sleeves this time.
All right, comments. What is the name of this card and why am I using it for this deck?
Without looking it up, because none of you are cheaters and all of you are the most honest commenters we've ever met.
Oh, yeah. No, this card is called the Earl of Demise, a 2000 attack normal monster with 5 stars. They don't make them like they used to, buddy.
No, this actually was in the anime. I believe Bakura actually played that card. I don't know why I remember that. But
it did nothing.
This is fun, though. I'm happy that you and I decided to forgo the wheel this time because both of these decks that we're playing are really, really cool, and Demise specifically will never see play again.
Yeah, get your kicks now, chat. It's never coming back.
And my deck will take on a different form once we are in post Force of the Breaker because there's a lot of exciting stuff in that set. We get Ryza the Storm Monarch, one of my favorite cards ever. I actually have this here. I probably should say this for next time, but a fan of mine actually, and I don't remember where you live, I apologize. It was on one of my European trips, and I'm not sure if this is going to come up on the camera very well, actually drew me a full art like Ryza, and this is like one of the coolest drawings I've ever seen. I meant to get this framed, but if you're watching this, I still have this, and I'm going to put this on my wall when I actually do have the chance. But I'm excited, Joseph. How are you? Okay, tell me that. Please tell me you're playing Shinado. Please tell me you're playing Shinado.
Well, first and foremost, what the heck? My fans are slacking. If you see me at a YCS, come up to me and beat me up for losing with Giant Rat last week. Second, no, I am not playing Shinado. What the hell hell is wrong with you? Of course I'm not playing Shinado. And for what it's worth,
it got third place.
It did get third place, but it's worth noting the deck that I'm playing is the one that beat the Shinado player and won the game because their opponent summoned Shinado and passed. They did nothing with it.
But they are the only person who can ever say that they summoned Shinado in competitive play and topped an event with it. They don't play Yu-Gi-Oh like they used to, Joseph.
They do not. They do not.
Oh, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. We do have to shout out our patron. It is Dark Jaden 825698. Thank you for the support. I don't know if there's 825,697 of you, but if there is, be sure to let me know in the comments. So we have to do our little rock, paper, scissors generator here. I'm sorry, Joseph. I'm going first, buddy. It showed up scissors. What can I say?
Oh, yeah. What can you say? What can you say?
What can I say?
I don't think it even matters. This deck is all about...
I think you want to go second.
Yeah, we're trying to find the combo and attack. I mean, you can't do that turn one anyway.
Right, exactly. So if anything, it's almost a bad thing. Like, if you have combo, like, it's actually kind of good. Okay, shit. Do your worst. If you got it, you got it.
No, I don't think I got it. We are going to normal summon a Sonic Bird. And
hell yeah.
So
sure, that's fine.
Extremely weird stuff. These cards, Sonic Bird, Senju, and Manju, are crazy strong. They're so powerful. Like, I think Manju still sees play in Drytron, and will again once we get Mu Beta Fafnir. But they were released super early. There just weren't any good rituals. They were terrible.
No, they were released alongside Crab Turtle, Performance of Sword, and the one and only legendary Hungry Burger. It is a Sangan that you hit into here.
Do you have a specific monster you will be adding with under 1500 attack?
I have a few. I don't know which one's the best. Given the thumbnail of this episode, there's one in particular I really want to go for, but I actually don't know if my hand is, like, ripe for it right now. Okay, I'm actually going to go for a Card Trooper here.
Okay, Card Trooper seems pretty good. I'll go to main phase 2. I'm going to set one card, and unfortunately, that's all I can do.
I mean, I'm Alex Simo. Why add the Disc Commander to hand when I'm just going to mill it off the Card Trooper? It just seems like a complete waste of time to do it the other way around.
Simple as.
All right, let's go ahead and start off with the Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
And we'll bring out the Card Trooper.
Yep.
I will fire the Card Trooper.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good. Oh, that's not a good one. Oh, okay. All right. Well, 1 out of 3 is not too bad.
I will take it.
Interesting position. All right. Let's go to battle. I will attempt to hit your Sonic Bird.
This has 1900 attack?
Correct.
I will take the 5.
Okay. And then I'll attempt to attack with Sidra.
I'm going to go just a little under here. We're going to fire the Gravity Bind.
Gravity Bind. Unbelievable. All right. He's going to defense.
Oh,
Good thing
no.
we at least had the card.
You're thinking
Trooper.
of level limit area B. This card does nothing.
Sorry. He just can't attack. Yeah. Okay. So it's actually much worse. But for you, that is. I'll just pass. Go ahead.
All right. Something crazy, please. That's something crazy.
Oh, God.
Wow. Okay, well, I'll get to show it off. Let's begin with a Manju of the 10,000 hands.
Sure, that will allow you to add any piece you want.
I'm going to be grabbing Demise.
And I already know you have ARA.
All right, so let's fire that off. ARA. Now, Demise is an 8-star monster, so here we get to send Insect Knight and Insect Knight.
Sounds good.
Crazy that this deck is playing this card. What a terrible monster.
Where's your Metal Armored Bug, Joseph?
Well, the problem with Metal Armored Bug is that it's the worst of the targets. We'll go for Demise, and with Prio, I will activate the effect.
Okay, so everything gets nuked. I do get to draw off of Card Trooper at the very least. It probably won't matter.
All right, and here's why I'm sending the Insect Knights instead of the Metal Armored Bug. We're going to banish the Insect Knights to summon a Doom Dozer from our hand.
Okay.
And this is very slightly under lethal, except I just drew Metamorphosis.
Oh, come on!
So we'll send Demise to the graveyard to summon Cyber Twin Dragon. And just to play around Karibo, let's Premature Burial back the Demise.
Yep.
All right. I'll take 800, and we'll go to combat. Twin indirectly. Woo!
You were so dead. You were so... My hand was so stacked. You were so dead.
Oh, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Joseph, I mean... This is probably karma for the last episode for how quickly that ended because, yeah, that was fast. And there was nothing I could do about it. I had no defensive cards whatsoever. My hand was so stacked. I premature burial, brain control, heavy storm, which kind of doesn't really do anything against you anyway. But oh man, it was going to be nasty if that turn rolled back around to me. You were so dead, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go first.
I think the operative word in that sentence is if. If it came back to me, yeah, I was probably dead, but it never did, baby. And that's the beauty of Demise, King of Armageddon.
Now, this hand, however, is much better. I'm going to start with a Stratos.
Wow, it is much better. All right, go ahead.
We are going to grab the boy.
Oh, there he is. And if you, as a viewer, don't understand why this card is so powerful, what you're looking at is the eroded version.
Correct. I will Destiny draw it away and draw a couple more cards.
Maybe I can deck you?
I mean... could. This deck does quite a bit of drawing. Huh. It's a bit of a weird one. Okay. I will set 2 cards, and I will pass it over.
That's interesting. So, Destiny Hero Disc Commander is powerful because you can get it back with, like, Called? Cream, Monster Reborn, all that stuff. What could you have?
I will dust shoot you here.
Ooh, that's an interesting draw. You're going to see my really powerful hand. All right, so take your pick. I do have 2 Insect Knights, so you won't be able to fully insulate your Stratos against the power of my Insect Knight. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, that you are going to perish at the hands of my insects.
If I dump back Demise, you can just get it back with Manju.
We're pretty far away from Demise, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it sets you back again. Like, I'm not really that concerned about Insect Knight, I feel. You're playing Threatening Roar, which is interesting.
Yep.
If I give you back the Manju, then you need to specifically get a way to get to the spell. You're on 3 ARA. I imagine like 3 Sonic Bird and like Manju as well.
We're also on a copy of Contract with the Abyss, which is good in this hand exactly because we drew 2 Insect Knight.
True. Okay. Let's get rid of the Demise. I mean, I'll just make you have to put the work in for it.
And I will not put the work in for it. You know me, buddy. Let's normal an Insect Knight.
Sure.
All right. Can your Stratos possibly stand up to the power of my Insect Fighter?
It cannot. Insect Knight will triumph in that battle.
I do urge you to read the last sentence of Insect Knight, which says, we can no longer ignore their unmatched battle prowess.
Oh my god.
All right, and ignore it we shall not. I'll set 1 card. It's your turn.
Okay, I will draw. That's interesting. Wow, do I really hate this extra deck. That is annoying.
That's how I felt too. 10 cards, by the way.
Well, I mean, you don't really need it. As long as you have Cyber Twins, you're kind of fine.
Twin and a second target for meta, you know, is pretty much all she wrote.
Mine's a little bit different, however, and I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I am going to Brain Control here.
Brain Control my Insect Knight? Shit, I can't ignore this card's unmatched battle prowess. All right, take my knight.
I figured I would use his prowess for my own doing, but I will be tributing him off here.
All right, who are we seeing?
Probably the better move here is to go for Malicious.
Really? I was like, Thestalos or Mobius? Oh, Malicious! Sure! Well, the good news is you're not going to get it into the graveyard because I ain't got shit on my side of the field.
That is true. I know you have a Mirror Force from looking at your hand.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Mirror Force the Malicious, buddy. Attack away.
Hey, you could. It's possible. Yeah, we'll go to battle here. I will hit in for 8.
And
if you want to Mirror Force it,
I will
be my
take it
guest.
very gladly. Turn on my Megamorph, buddy.
Main 2, I'll set and I'll pass.
All right. Ooh, that's a crusty one. So I can normal my second Insect Knight, and you can't ignore its battle prowess. I can get over your Malicious, but then you can banish the Malicious and then go off with a better Monarch. If you had a better Monarch, why wouldn't you have tributed it there? Because you want to get the Malicious into rotation? Seems like a pretty bad way of doing it. I feel like I'm not really under any pressure. I have the Threatening Roar, the Mirror Force, and the Insect Knight I can set if worse comes to worse. Yeah, I'm just going to pass here.
All right, I'll draw. Okay. So, man, I'm going to murder whoever created this deck.
You got a Metamorphosis, but you don't have any 6s? Is that what's going on here, buddy?
I have 6s. I don't have the good 6 that is good against this specific back row that you have.
What, you don't have a Ryu Senshi?
There is no Ryu Senshi in this extra
Go
deck.
for the Balter, buddy! Come on!
Balter's a 5, first of all, so, like, I can't even go for Balter. God, this
What
sucks.
other 6s are
God.
there? I actually don't know.
This is going to be the worst play ever. I'm going to sack Malicious for Dasher.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, buddy. Malicious
We
for
do.
Dasher, that's okay.
Yeah, I'll go to battle. I'm going to hit in for 21.
This is gonna change the Dasher to defense position.
It's not good. It's not
no,
good.
all fine with me, buddy. All fine with me.
Okay, main 2. I'm going to go ahead and get a malicious out of my deck here.
Sure, let's get going.
Put him in defense. And I think I'll just pass on that. It's not great.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go for Manju here.
Sure.
Let's grab a Demise.
Okay.
Do I want Demise or ARA? So,
Well, at least you don't have the other one, so that's good.
I'll take ARA.
Okay.
Seems a little harder for you to get rid of with something like a Dust Shoot.
Fair.
I'll go to battle here, and I'll walk into... Oh, do I even want to kill the Dasher? If I kill your Malicious, you're out of Maliciouses, right?
No, it's at 3.
I guess it probably is the Malicious. God, that's not very good. That's actually really bad. Oh... Fuck it. Yeah, let's go for the Dasher. If you Mirror Force a Dasher Engrave, I am gifting to you. This is the worst play I've done in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! And you are contemplating preventing me from doing it.
The reason I'm contemplating it is because damaging you to get you below the demise threshold is actually somewhat relevant.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure it'll come up, buddy.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's no way that'll ever come up. Okay, I'll let it go, but I'm not happy about it.
Oh, well, your displeasure has been noted. I'll set one card, you're good to go.
All right, I will draw.
Would you care to summon the card that you drew?
I do not care to summon the card that I drew, unfortunately. It's not great. It's not great. Oh, Jesus. What am I gonna do? Okay, I am going to meta here.
Okay.
I'm going to go for... These are both equally terrible.
Bring it on. I'm so excited to see what they're playing.
I guess this one's slightly more relevant. I will bring out Dark Blade the Dragon.
Okay, this is a good one. I can't fault this.
Right. This actually isn't too bad. I feel like you almost have to Mirror Force this because I get some of the crap out of your graveyard.
You would get the Insect Knight exactly?
Which kind of matters.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Okay. So you'll take 8. Main 2, I will set another card.
Jeez.
And I will pass the turn.
All right, I'll draw. That's an interesting one, actually.
So your hand currently, all I know is an Insect Knight, Demise, and I think that's it?
Insect Knight and Advanced Ritual Art.
Oh, Advanced Ritual Art, excuse me. Okay. And the other 3 are unknowns. Presumably, your back row are Threatening Roar, Mirror Force, but the one you just played, you already drew some cards, so it could be something else.
All right, I'm going to normal summon Senju. Is that okay?
Ooh. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, from deck to hand, I'm going to grab a Demise. Were you saving a Mind Crush or something?
No Mind Crush.
All right, ARA.
Okay, I'm going to think here. Probably going to go all in anyway, so I probably should do this now. I'm going to fire Call the Haunted, target Disc Commander.
That's gnarly. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so Chain Resolves, I get my Disc Commander, and you get to ARA.
Okay, I'm going to send a Neobug and an Insect Knight.
Okay.
Thank
and
God
then,
I can't draw any of those.
So you get your Demise. Now, new Chain, I will get to draw here, and then feel free to go off.
Yep, I'll go for it.
In response, I will Chain Threatening Roar.
Chain Link 4? Threatening Roar. Good luck attacking me, idiot! Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everything goes. I had a Mirror Force of my own. So you had Torrential. Okay, so you have Mirror Force in hand still.
All right, back to you, buddy.
All right, I'll draw. Nice Mirror Force, idiot!
Sure.
Okay, now, I guess the one problem with this is that if I use this effect, then I will actually lose control of this Demise. So this is actually not the best idea.
I was like, okay, yeah, it's actually not terrible.
Well, the funny thing is, if I just go and attack you here, I actually just force you to Mirror Force because you're dead. Yeah, we didn't think that one through. Oh, well, I'm just going to set one and I'll pass.
Pass turn. That's
on your draw, a Ring of Destruction Demise. I'll just go to game 3.
So we will. Perhaps I played that one a little too greedy. I took a couple of hits I shouldn't have, and then I sent the Threatening Roar to the graveyard without losing it, and then I died to Ring Burn. Oh, man. What a miserable one. How are you feeling about game 3, buddy?
Honestly, I didn't think we'd get this far. I thought one of us was going to OTK the other one just 2 in a row, and we were going to be done. So the fact we made it this far is pretty amazing to me.
Yeah, tell me about it. I can't decide if I want to go first or second. I probably want to go first, regardless. We still get the extra card, right?
You do get the extra card. I still think it's tough because if you just open like the best, case scenario, you could just win immediately. And it's, not that common that happens during this time.
I'm very happy that I chose to go first here. We're going to set 2 and pass turn.
Okay, we'll draw. Dust Shoot?
Nah. Oh, I'd kill for a Dust Shoot. They aren't even playing Dust Shoot.
Okay. This is a bit of a weird one, but I think we will start by normal summoning Card Trooper.
Less weird than I thought it would be. Yeah, that's fine.
I will activate the effect, and we will mill 3.
That's fine. Oh.
Ooh.
It's nice,
okay.
buddy.
So
That's nice.
Got the Mally. That's not bad. I don't know if it's that good, though. Now, what would you set in this deck? That's a bit interesting, because if you're playing all the ritual stuff, the Manjus, the Senjus, the Sonic Birds, I feel like you would just want to summon those, regardless of, if you're going first or anything. So that leads me to believe that this deck could be playing, is it like a Sangan maybe? Setting here could just potentially like turn everything on if I attack into it. So is it worth it? I almost don't want to attack this. It may just almost be more beneficial for me to not attack. So I think strangely enough, I'm just going to leave it there. And I think I'm going to go banish this Mally, just get another one out of my deck. Let's just get that in rotation a little bit, thin the deck a bit. And don't really know what else I'm going to do here. So I think I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Very strange. Very strange. Huh. Very weird one for sure.
I can't think of what else you would set in this deck. I don't think you would just set Insect Knight or Neo. I mean, you could. They have like reasonable defense, I guess, but...
So, real quick, Card Trooper is back at 400 attack?
Correct. That's the other reason I wanted to just let it go, is because if it is like a Sangan, you can't crash it into my Trooper to get the search that you want.
I'm going to normal a Sonic Bird here.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll go ahead and grab a copy of Advanced Ritual Art. Next card, by the way. And you were right to do this. It was a Sangan.
Wow.
That was a really heads-up read. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I will clear this field. We'll go Sangan into the Mally, Sonic into the Card Trooper. Draw your card.
Take 1,000.
Then I'm going to set 1 card in main phase 2. You are good to go.
All right. We will draw. That's pretty good. Oh, boy. What do we do now? All right. I'm going to start by banishing Mally. We'll get the last Mally out of the deck.
Better to get them onto the field than draw them.
Uh-huh. That is correct. I'm going to sack the Malicious for a Mobius.
Yeah, that's the biggest punish there is.
And let's hit those back row.
All right, so one is Threatening Roar.
Okay.
The other is Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell.
You're back on.
I'm not back on anything. But yes.
You just had to go for it again, didn't you?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm under Threatening Roar, so I cannot conduct an attack this turn, unfortunately. I suppose I'll set 1, and I think I'll just pass the turn. Go ahead.
I'll draw here. It's interesting. Deciding how I want to do this.
Sangan can get you to your final piece, but it does require you to use your battle phase.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't like it.
I like it.
I bet you do. I'm going to normal summon a Senju.
Okay, that'll get you your last piece without crashing the Sangan.
Yes, it will. And more important than the demise, I think, is getting the goddamn Neo Bugs out of my deck, which I will do now.
Joseph, wouldn't this be a great board to have Shinado? You could hit me for 2,400 damage.
No. Well, Shinado might actually win me the game.
I think Shinado could win you the game on this board.
Oh my god. All right. There's my demise, and I'm thinking at this position. Yeah, I'm gonna demise here.
Fortunate because my set card, I don't think does anything. It's Scapegoat. But the goats are all just gonna die.
Okay, so this was actually the right move then. I was contemplating a different one, and it was massively punished by Scapegoat.
Okay.
Let's trigger that Sangan. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just grab a Manju of the 10,000 Hands. Why can't I get Doomdozer off this card?
Oh, yeah, that would be totally fair.
Go to combat. I'm going to hit you for 24.
I'll take it.
And this is the unfortunate part of the deck. If you're not OTKing, it's a little sussy.
We'll draw. God, this is so weird. That is a really, really weird draw. I'm going to confiscation here.
So
let's see what you're working with first.
Here's my hand. Knight, Manju, Heavy Storm. Now, I just want to caution you, Alex. You cannot ignore this card's unmatched battle prowess. Okay? I know you want to take the Heavy Storm, but you can't ignore his unmatched battle prowess.
I can't. Okay. I am going to get rid of the Manju.
Sure.
If I lose to his incredible battle prowess, then that.
Oh, I think that's unlikely, but it would be funny.
It's possible. It's possible. We'll have to see. I'm going to snatch steal your demise.
Here we go again. Can you please stop drawing this card?
It gets funnier. I'm going to metamorphosis your demise.
That's not funny.
It's funny to me.
All right. Yep.
Okay, I swear to God, if
is
there
this
wasn't if there wasn't a cyber twin in here, I was going to be fuming. It's not lethal until I summon this Sangan.
Oh my God!
If this is Mirror Force, so be it.
And it is Mirror Force.
That's
buddy. There's an unmatched battle prowess in your future.
Yep. You know, I had to go for it. I do get to trigger the Sangan, and fortunately, that does help me out a bit here. I am going to grab the Disc Commander.
Okay.
I will go to main 2. I'm going to fire the Destiny draw that's been rotting in my hand since turn 1. Oh, wow, that's even better. I'm going to Destiny draw again and get rid of this Fearmonger that I drew.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's about what I'd expect. Okay, so your hand is Heavy Storm, Insect Knight.
Correct.
I am currently staring down the fact that I may lose to Insect Knight's prowess.
Unmatched battle prowess, baby.
Unmatched battle prowess. Fuck me, dude. Unmatched battle prowess. I'm going to set 1 and pass the turn.
Okay, I've got some draws that do it, but they're pretty few and far between. Come on, baby. One time.
Does that do it?
No, I don't think it does.
Okay.
All right, I'll heavy.
Okay, I will chain Threatening Roar.
Well, in that case, I will pass the goddamn turn.
Come on. Give me a good one. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Normal summon Card Trooper.
That is not bad at all, buddy!
We'll mill.
Okay.
Okay, those mills were kind of whatever. Let's hit in for 19.
Yep.
I will go to main 2. I will set a card, and I will pass.
Losing my mind here. Okay.
I didn't think we were going to have, like, this intense of a game. This is, like, this is close. Yeah. This is very close.
I'm gonna... How do I have to do this? No, it doesn't even do it. I'm gonna normal summon Insect Knight.
I don't want to do this, but I'm going to Torrential.
Oh my God. Well, Alex,
draw for Card Trooper.
You didn't ignore his unmatched battle prowess. Go ahead.
I just wanted to not take a bunch of damage to the face, and God, that is not helping. I'll set a card and pass.
Please, go. I have so many live draws. Not one of them. Not one of them. All right, normal Sonic Bird. Do you have a response?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I will add from my deck to my hand an advanced ritual art.
Sure.
Christ alive. Combat. Wow. Mirror Force my fucking Sonic Bird. Let's go, buddy.
I'm taking the Sonic Bird.
Yeah,
it's fine. That's very funny.
No.
Holy shit, that's funny. I am going to brain control your Sonic Bird.
You got it, buddy.
I am going to tribute your Sonic Bird.
Yeah.
For Dasher.
It's something. Yup.
You know why it's funny? It puts you exactly out of range to demise me.
Correct.
Go ahead. Anyone's game.
Senju.
Senju's good.
I have it. It's in my hand.
It's in your hand.
So, see, I could summon Demise here, except I do not have... Oh, I do.
You have the targets?
I do.
You have the Neo Bugs. Okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay, Demise.
Demise is fine.
What the fuck do you have set?
Christ. I can't believe it's this close.
I don't like this at all. I don't
like this either.
So, If I had 100 more, I could do this. Oh my
You
God.
had 100. If you had one more, life point, you could do this.
What's the punish? You don't have ring. What, mirror force is the only punish? It's got to be exactly mirror force. Mirror force is scapegoat. It could be a second roar. That would not be a problem. It's got to be mirror force. You're telling me if it's mirror force, you win, and if it's not, I win?
That's why. I mean, I think that's what it boils down here to, buddy.
I think I can play around mirror force, but it is not pretty.
Okay.
You're at 14. You know, it is more than anything else. It is funny that you are dead to any recruiter. That's the funniest part for me.
I'm dead to anything. Yep.
Okay. I hate it. It's so bad.
I hate this so much. My heart is pounding so hard right now.
I'm gonna meta my demise.
Okay.
For twin.
Oh fuck. Yep.
So we can keep this guy back if you have mirror force combat.
Do you have mirror force?
Okay, all right. We played around it. We played around it.
You played around it. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
I mean, I think it is likely not doing great.
Go
ahead.
This thing doesn't have piercing, does it?
No,
it does
of
not.
course
Oh,
not.
this card sucks. Okay. I need something to hit over Senju and I win, right?
Yeah,
is that all this comes down
that's what
to?
it comes down to.
Fuck off. Fuck off, game. This is probably correct to do. I have nothing else, right? I have literally nothing. I'm going to sack the Dasher for a Mobius.
Oh my God.
I'm going to hit into the Senju.
Yep. All right.
Go ahead.
Same outs that I've had for the last 15 turns. Same outs I've had. Let's go. Does that do it?
Please don't say it. Please don't say it.
Oh my God, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm gonna normal summon Manju here.
Okay.
Oh, I do have targets. That's funny. Oh, there it is. 2 from the top. 3 of these in my deck, by the way. Okay. Kill for a fucking Doomdozer. All right. I'm going to Megamorph your monster.
You're going to shrink it.
I'll get in for 2.
Oh my God. 200. Oh my God.
I'm dying. 5 turns for a fucking Doomdozer.
Okay. Okay, come on, baby. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. How you feeling over there, buddy?
A little tense, I guess you could.
I am so tense right now. Okay, I'm going to normal summon Stratos.
Oh, fuck.
Now, the reason why this isn't that good is because I don't think I have any targets. And I do not have any targets.
Yeah.
I will hit into this Manju. It's a sick rip, but it doesn't win the game, which still gives you the possibility to do something here, and that's what frightens me. So, okay, you have a demise in hand, correct?
Yes.
Because I know you added it.
Correct.
What are your outs? Do you just need a way to get to ARA?
No, so I don't have any more normals left in the deck. I sided out the metal armored bug.
Oh, so you're actually... So, how... Can you even summon this demise?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay, perfect. So...
The out is Doomdozer, and I've been searching for it for the last 15
okay.
turns.
So you have 3 of them in your deck, correct?
I got 3 in the deck, buddy.
3 in the deck.
I don't know
so
where
you
they
have
are. Don't know where
3
they
and
are.
20. So that's like a pretty good shot. It doesn't win you the game, but it puts you in a pretty good position.
I've got some other stuff that's not terrible, but...
Okay, go ahead. I am, like, my cheeks are clenched at this moment.
How are you feeling, Alex?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'd just like to give a quick shout out to my personal hero, Yugimoto, for teaching me how to use the heart of the cards, baby!
Oh my my fucking god, dude! Really? Off the fucking top!
Off the top! I had
my
5
god!
turns! Oh my god, this is the one turn it doesn't win me the game, buddy. Oh, Christ alive. Okay, so we do get in for 10, and you do mill 1. That's mandatory.
Please mill premature burial.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay, out my Doom Dozer, pal.
I don't even know what I can out. I don't even know how to out this. What card do I have that can actually out this? How you feeling, Joseph?
Bad! Bad! I'm not feeling good.
I gotta think. I will set 1 card and pass the turn.
You think you could trick me into not attacking? Go, Doom Dozer! Kill my opponent!
I'm so frustrated right now. So it's Call of the Haunted.
But you have nothing in your deck that can stand up to the might of the Doom Dozer!
Oh, I do. It's in my hand.
Oh!
The 1 card that could have saved me.
Oh my god.
Was in my hand.
If it makes...
And there was no way. There was 0 opportunity this game, I am fairly certain, to get this into my graveyard. Because I drew it on turn for the opening of the game, and it's just been sitting here. I didn't have a Snipe Hunter. I didn't have like I couldn't have dashered it. If this was in the graveyard somehow, I would not have died to this exact scenario. I think the only outs I had in my deck were, I think specifically, I had to draw this Snipe Hunter. I think everything else lost me the game.
I will say, my draw for turn, I would have taken us all the way into game 4, buddy.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was the tensest match we have ever played on this fucking show. Wow.
That was like
crazy.
an anime level match. That was crazy. Yeah. Nothing else in my deck did. It had to specifically be Snipe Hunter because Brain Control, I didn't have enough life points because of Doom Dozer. Premature Burial, same thing. D-Draw was dead. A bunch of other cards in my deck were just dead. So I guess technically if I drew like Card Trooper, I could have set it. Or if I got Jinzo, I could have specialed it in defense to not die. But that was it. Everything else was just a dead draw. So I only had like only a third of the cards in my deck were actually outs to this, but wow, what a set. You and I talked about this before. We did not think this episode was going to be that interesting. Like, it's fun. It's cool to see these decks in action, but that game 3 might have been some of the most insane Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all time. From start to finish, that was just, like, insane. That was nuts.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to come out in the actual video, but for those of you at home, I'm sure that large portions of this game are not going to be included. This game took, like, 40 minutes. Like, we spent so long in the tank every turn, just going over this mind-numbing amount of plays these decks are capable of. My word, that was something special. Wow.
And I think we got to demonstrate what both of these decks do really well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to pull off the Demise Summon every single game that we played in this match, and I was able to just do cool Destiny Hero stuff most of the time. I think the 3rd game really showed how the deck can kind of brick, though, because I had, like, a Metamorphosis, a D-Draw, like, I think maybe Dasher D-Mock was, like, my opener, and it was just, like, not super great. And finally, I was able to kind of get things going a little bit later on. Unfortunately, I was afforded the luxury to do so thanks to Threatening Roar. But yeah, I mean, this was just this deck, by the way, side decked 1 Threatening Roar for the record.
Oh.
So
no, I think Threatening is crazy this format. I was absolutely on it.
I agree.
I will say, you kind of, I think this is a beautiful game for Demise to go out on, because after this, yes, ARA is limited, but it tops 1 time in December of 2007 from April on. And you're seeing right now why that is. Game 1, it looked unbeatable. Like, nothing in the format could stand up to it. And games 2 and 3, it just folded, and we won the game because we Doom Dozered our opponent out after we'd hit parity. This deck that Alex is playing, it only gets better. This is like fighting Imperfect Cell. This is the first level of Frieza's transformation. You know, it gets worse from here. When this deck finally becomes Perfect Circle, it would make Demise look like nothing. It would make it look like a Yugi structure. So I'm glad we got to see a game that was at minimum competitive before this deck becomes the unbelievably perfect version of itself that it does later.
I just can't believe I almost stole your own demise and metamorphosis into my own cyber twin to kill you. That was something else. This game might go down as one of my favorites we've ever played. This was on another level. I loved it.
Oh, so much fun.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stick around for the next episode. Force of the Breakers up next. Ryza's going to enter the fray, completely shift the tectonic plates of Monarch, and they shall rise again to, well, I guess the deck's already at the top, but if it wasn't already at the throne, it's getting to Zeus level now, buddy. But we have to go ahead and shout out our patrons. So shouts to Shadow1317, Shadow Alling Jr., Tim00x3, Cameron Smith, Ika Ironfang, Joshua Schlee, Pony Stark, Michael Dente, Ole, Dan the Man Hoban, Mystic Walk, Part 2, Synchro Guy, Shotagonist, Sylvia Wilds, Dalu Wop, Dragon Lord, Jarvis Martin, Logan Thomas, Peter Gregory, Emil Cohen, Ina Taisho, Thomas Delson, Jordan Coons, Calvin, Pure Ace, Jesse Wood, True Nerdgasm, Iron Bladesman, Benjamin Fuller, Brother Paul, Chris Hood, Damage Step, Kalute, Lumpy, Nehru Celeste, Shane Reese, David Liu, Rockly325, Henry Roaming, Lane Rogers, Skyrose, Garthox, DOW, and Gayoko, Brett Havey, and Dre Kotick. Thank you all so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.